Like, I feel like my stage show's like sick. Don't rap over my songs like a lot of you lot do. No offense.
A lot of rappers do that.
That's my biggest pet
rappers
peeve.
do that.
Like these lot, that's my big. I hate.
Yeah.
It's starting to turn into an attack on London, isn't it?
No, like I don't do none of that karaoke shit. Like.
Yeah. Listen, where before reset his Corsa. I was out here when it wasn't cool to rep Yorkshire. Everybody laughed and I can't lie, it was torture. Now they see me flying, they wanna jump on my saucer. You can hear the 21st in my verse.
What's going on, world? Welcome to episode 94 of the Rhymes Like Dimes podcast with your boys Peter,
Yo.
Mohammed,
Yo.
myself Yemi, and today we have a special guest, a rapper who has channeled his experiences growing up in the northwest of England into nimble bars and music. He has done a lot to pioneer the rap and grime scene in his hometown of Hull. He is a label owner. He is the co-founder of the Lockdown Collective.
Come on.
He is the Black Yorkshireman.
Yeah,
Welcome
man.
Chiedu Oraka to the pod today. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, brother. Thanks for having me, lads.
No,
Do you know what I
man.
mean?
Thank you.
Intro was sensational, I must
appreciate
say.
it, man. Appreciate
Nah,
you. Man.
thank you.
Thank you
very
for taking the
much.
train from Hull to London, man.
You know what? It was
Appreciate
long,
it.
bro, and I'm very sweaty. But I'm here and I'm enjoying the vibes, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm enjoying the vibes.
We had a very long debate
Yeah.
pre-pod about a bunch of different things.
So-
Feelings were hurt.
Yeah.
But you know, we're all here. We're still here.
Yeah.
Boys, what we saying?
Bless, bro, man. What are you saying?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
Good.
I'm hot as well. It's muggy and wet out there.
Yeah, man.
What is this? I did not sign up for this.
Oh, no, man.
I don't even know how Mo's wearing a hoodie right now.
You see me?
Mo would wear a hoodie.
I can wear a hoodie regardless of the weather.
This guy wear Jordans on sand, bro. I'll
see-
never forget that.
I don't know why you need to say
Everyone
what-
else is letting the sand go between their toes.
I'll be honest with you. We're just
Yeah, I mean,
divulging
This guy had
unnecessary.
Jordans and socks
Now we're just
on sand.
that is wild
in
behaviour.
Greece.
You know what I don't like? When you
Or Cyprus.
this it feels like an off the pod roasting. But he's doing it on the pod.
Absolutely not.
Like, that's so unnecessary. Did I wear Jordan to the beach? Yes.
Did you wear socks?
Yes. You need to understand. I need to
Bro,
get.
did we not corn Drake's for his trip to Dubai?
Yeah, no, you're
On
right.
pod?
But you need to understand. I need to get acclimatized to whatever I'm getting acclimatized to. So I need to get acclimatized to the sand because you see me. I'm not used to the
acclimatized.
sand.
But you can't do that by wearing
Don't
shoes.
tell me what. Who told you furthermore that we shouldn't wear shoes on the beach?
Alright.
I can tell you who came up with that rule. So don't confine me
Who
to
came
that
up with the
person's
rule?
rule.
No,
That's number
no,
one.
no.
Don't confine me.
We're not
Don't
doing that.
confine me to the person who made that rule because it suits your. Get me.
Mo, how are you?
I'm easy, man. God is good all the time.
All the time, God is good.
There we go.
Well,
I
yours-
love how we flip to God so fast.
Very chirpy. I appreciate it. Shout out Drake in the cut as well. What's
Yeah, big up Drake.
going on, G?
Yeah.
Bro, that you just.
Good talk.
I said,
Yeah,
"Rah."
nothing else to say.
I said, you good? Yeah.
Yes, me and Drake's went on an expedition last week. We went to WWE Money in the Bank at the O2 Arena in London, and that was a great experience. John Cena came out. I had an amazing time. Very much got gassed. Lost my mind even. Repeating all the bars because we didn't expect it. It was a surprise. Yeah, just relived my childhood.
So
It
you
was
just
great.
rapping along to John Cena.
Are you wrestling fans as well?
Yeah.
Oh, sick, man.
Big time.
Yeah, I was a wrestling Attitude Era and that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
That's the worst stuff.
that was
Yeah,
the one.
Still go back
that was
and
the
watch
best
it, man.
era on
Yeah,
it. It was so sick, man.
Actually, there was the one.
Loved
Who
it.
was your favorite wrestler?
It's just gonna be. I'm just gonna say The Rock, bro. He was my favorite.
Come on, let's.
No, but I feel like everyone's was The Rock, innit?
Yeah.
I could have said
Bret
CeeLo
Hart,
Brown.
Stone
or-
Cold,
Yeah,
The
I
Rock.
liked Bret Hart. I liked
Yeah.
Bret Hart.
Yeah.
I definitely liked Bret Hart.
Yeah, Bret Hart's my goat.
Yeah, Bret. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bret
he's
Hart's
my
your goat?
He's my goat,
He
man.
looks wild overrated.
What?
Overrated.
Overrated.
I'm relax, guys. I was trolling.
I was gonna
Just
say,
talking for the sake
man.
of talking, bro.
No, don't.
Nah.
But I've never watched Bret Hart wrestle. No, sure.
Nah, The Rock. Rock was my guy. Definitely. I liked Austin though. I feel like everyone did.
Yeah.
Undertaker, man. Yeah.
Ministry of Darkness.
Yeah.
I was scared of him.
Corporate ministry.
Corporate ministry.
Shawn Michaels is my goat though. Like my personal goat is HBK.
Oh, really?
Yeah, HBK is my personal goat.
That's not bad.
You ain't better than Bret Hart.
What'd you say?
You ain't better than Bret Hart.
I ain't missed Bret
He
Hart.
screwed Bret Hart, bro.
Yeah, he
I'm
did.
still not over that.
What do you mean?
He
Oh, yeah,
did
he
the
does Montreal Screwjob,
yeah,
innit?
bro. I'll never forget
And
that.
I cheered for him.
I saw a debate on Twitter years ago saying that Shawn Michaels is more influential than Bret Hart.
You could argue it.
I think you could argue that.
You could definitely argue it, but you would lose the argument if you were arguing for
Who-
Shawn Michaels.
Okay, because me and my friend have this argument a lot. Stone Cold or The Rock? Who did more for the industry?
Wrestling industry,
Yeah.
Stone Cold,
Do you think he was more of an asset
100%.
to Vince?
He was the biggest box office draw ever for WWE.
The Rock or so cold?
Stone Cold.
Yeah, I agree.
That hurts me. That.
Yes.
I feel like, yeah. You know what it is? If The Rock had the same uninterrupted run as Stone Cold, then maybe he might be up there. But because it was always chop, especially after like 01, and it got all choppy and stuff. Yeah.
But how long would you say Stone Cold's run was? Because he got injured, came back, and then you know what I mean?
His run was so he joined in 95, and then he got injured in 97, and then from 97 to 99, and then 2000, 2001, 2002, then he left. So yeah, it was choppy, but he just did a lot more, I'd say, for the wrestling biz.
Yeah.
But I still think Rock is Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Hogan, Austin, Rock, Cena.
Hogan's not in my Mount Rushmore.
You have to be. He has to be.
He probably has to.
No,
Be.
He has to be.
I don't rate him, but
He's not for me.
He has to be though.
He did a lot
Like, he's
of
a
wrestling.
terrible wrestler and a terrible person.
Absolute horrible person.
But he is
horrible guy. Yeah.
He's the guy.
Sure,
He's Bill Russell.
What'd you say?
He's Bill Russell.
No.
Undertaker on Rushmore.
Can't have to replace it for Andre the Giant.
Nah, not for
it's
me.
hard for him
You
to
know
not
what?
be there though.
I
man.
feel like he's got to be there.
Who's
though,
that?
hasn't he?
Who's that?
Undertaker. It's got to be on Rushmore.
Yeah,
hasn't he?
remove Hulk Hogan. Take his bitch ass out of it, bro. There we go. Wallahi, I'm putting. Yeah, remove.
Hogan did more for wrestling though.
No, take
He
it.
did more for the WWE
You think?
than the Undertaker. Yeah,
Can you?
bro. Hulkamania.
What the longevity though?
Cool, but if we're just talking about like the moments with Hulk Hogan, the title runs, the big matches, the impact, the box office draw, flipping going into MTV doing the Rock and Wrestling Connection, like Undertaker. I mean, obviously Undertaker stuck to his character. Only until now he's starting to like
Break
kayfabe. So it's a different type of impact. But I think generally across the whole board has to be Hogan, man. But if there was a secondary Mount Rushmore, Undertaker's 100% in there.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Shawn
Can't we
Michaels
squeeze him
probably in
into
there
that
too.
first one?
I wouldn't.
I would
Just in
kick him.
terms of like overall package. But if there was another person, if it was a 5-person Mount Rushmore, then yeah, put him in there. But 4, and it pains me to say it, but
What is it? Rock, Stone Cold,
Hogan.
Hulk
Hogan, Cena.
That's fair.
Cena.
Cena's
100%. Cena's
Mount Rushmore.
100%
The
Mount
thing
Rushmore.
is, when Cena started becoming the main guy, I didn't
It's when
watch it.
us fans stopped
Yeah,
watching.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
that's when a lot of
yeah.
us did as well. But generally, as far as like again longevity, the fact that he's carried he carried the company for a long time from
That'd
like
be 15
05.
years.
Yeah, from like 05 to like
2019, 2018.
no, not even like maybe 014, 015. So a good decade. He did a lot, man.
Yeah, Cena's goated.
Best collective.
Best collective. That's a good one.
For me, it's DX for me.
I liked NWO, man.
Yeah.
I really liked
But
NWO.
NWO's isn't that more like
WCW.
yeah, WCW, yeah.
Yeah.
So
But that was a cold collective though. That was a cold collective.
No one wants to
Probably
say.
has to be DX, you know.
No one wants to say the nation of domination.
I was about to say that as well. I was about to say that as well.
Domination.
I was about to say that as
Want
well.
to give it to our brothers and them, man? Nah. Or crime time. I want to say crime time.
Nah,
That's for
Shout out D'Lo Brown though, man. That's
big up
Yeah,
D'Lo Brown,
Big
man.
up D'Lo. Big up D'Lo.
Ahmed
bro.
Johnson and them, man.
No, why do you keep mentioning this guy will mention Ahmed Johnson any chance he gets? Why?
Yo, yummy.
He was the worst wrestler. Like he didn't even like have moves. And he always broke up his knee
He was
whenever
always injured, innit?
In it, man. like
Who's that?
non-entity.
Farouk was underage, you know.
Let's not.
No, he was.
Farouk was underage.
First black world champion.
Yeah, he was dope, man.
Yeah, big up him, man. Anyway, wrestling detail.
Yeah.
Just took a wild left turn.
Yeah, 100%. But shout out to everybody listening and watching. If you're watching on Spotify and YouTube, you'll notice that we're back in our usual setup. So, nice little excursion. But back to regularly scheduled programming. Shout out to the SoundCloud massive, the Spotify massive, the YouTube massive, the Apple Podcast massive, the Amazon Music massive, every other massive out there. Appreciate you. Now, Chiedu,
Yes, man.
we have a tradition on this pod. Whenever a guest comes down, the first thing we ask them is for them to name their top 5 favourite rappers of all time.
We've just been sort of like talking about this. haven't
Kind
we?
of.
So Nas, Pac always get probably the top 2. LL.
Oh,
Yeah.
Love that.
LL for me.
They call me.
Big LA.
Yeah.
you ever finish off the rest of that sentence?
I didn't think you would.
If you ever
I stopped him alone. Like
I rate LL, man.
say big, never.
no one ever called him that too.
You don't know what goes.
I always get killed for this, but this is my personal favourite because I love him.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Okay.
Oh,
FAB. LOUS.
I
Yeah.
rate him.
And fifth one, man. I'm going to throw a UK one in there. Skepta.
There we go.
Okay.
See me? When you mention Tottenham, you've got me. There we go.
Here we go.
He's from Tottenham. Okay. So, Nas. Why Nas?
Nas for me is just like, just the greatest ever, the best storyteller, like vivid storyteller, man. Like, I just feel like he's just got too many songs where you feel like you're there. Like, you can close your eyes and you're just there, and then he's got some of them greasy, like, New York, where you just want to, like, put the Timberlands on. Do you get me?
Avericks.
Avericks.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Like, he just creates a vibe, the husky voice. Like, he's just my guy, man. So for that reason, yeah. Pac, raw emotion. Like, I feel like he was blackety black. Do you get what I mean? He stood for the blacks. Do you know what I'm saying, man? Like, I just really rated his passion and everything just about him. I love the way, like, I love the fact that before Death Row, he was a bit corny, wasn't he?
No.
He was a bit corny,
can't do
man.
that, bro.
He was, man, wearing like multicoloured jumpsuits and jumping around.
talking
But that was like Digital Underground.
Digital
Underground.
Underground.
I did it Humpty Hump.
Fine.
But what I'm trying to say is I like the way he created, evolved into different, like a bit of a chameleon, really. And I like that, bro. And then obviously sick actor, like fashion, just a G, man.
Yeah.
LL, sick lyricist, and I think he gets slept on. I think people just think he's just like a ladies' man.
I agree.
Very sick lyricist. And I feel like, again, a bit of a style icon. I feel like, and then there's no one, in my opinion, who makes better girl tunes than him. Even Drake, bro. I feel even Drake's like, not saying he copied LL, he definitely didn't copy off LL, but
I
I
saw
feel
his whole fucking flow.
No, but LL had
Yo,
LL laid the
Yemi
blueprint,
couldn't
innit?
wait for it. Yemi couldn't wait for that.
Bar
Say
for bar.
He stole his whole fucking flow.
I feel like, yeah, he's the original ladies' man for me.
Definitely.
100%.
Well, overlap Big Daddy Kane.
Come on now,
He
man.
came out before Big Daddy Kane.
Did he come out before Big Daddy Kane?
Way before.
I thought it was around the same time.
LL came out in 85.
Okay. And Kane was at 88?
Yeah.
Okay. fine.
Yeah, like that. Is it? I need. Is it? What is it? I need love. Is it?
Yeah, I need love.
That
yeah.
Yeah.
tune there.
Sometimes I don't know.
That's just like that's just classic shit, man. LL's
absolutely.
just
And we've all needed love once upon a time, man.
definitely.
You know what I mean? Have you not needed love, Yemi?
Don't ask why you, as you were, bro.
Yeah, doing it as well, doing it like
Yeah.
I feel like when he's like
Bang.
biting the apple and he's just like, man, he's a G, bro.
not feel like
he's a
Luke-
G,
do you not
bro. He's a G. He's such a G, bro.
Do you
He's
not think like LL Cool J is like one of the most ridiculous humans to like set foot on earth?
What do you mean,
pouring
man?
syrup on a girl's foot and like all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah, man.
Like I saw a thread on Twitter.
Oh, he's a
like, all
sicko.
the times he's been a ridiculous.
Did you see the
Menace to
WWE one?
society.
Did you see the WWE one when he was?
Yeah, it was the thing with the internet.
he was licking his hand like a sword, and then just going like, "I hear
Yeah,
you,
with his
LL."
tongue. Yeah, he's a ridiculous guy, bro. With the tank top as well.
LL's a little freak with it, bro. I tell you, when this guy done that with his hand, and it went like,
too many bangers, man. LL's my guy.
No, he is.
Fabulous, slept on, bro. Punchline rapper, bro.
Absolutely.
Like, I think my guy's sick again with a style, and I think I've got a soft spot for him because when I first went to America, it's when the Street Dreams album came out, and that's probably my top 10 albums, bro. Like, I don't know. I've just got a soft spot for it. He's probably got better albums, but I just like that one.
it was the moment in time for you.
Yeah, moment in time. So I've always had a soft spot for my guy. So, and I just think, he's still quite sick still now. Do you know what I'm saying? And then Skepta, just the UK goat, bro. Like, for me, no one touches that guy, in my opinion. Like, for everything. I feel like he's the full package. Lyrics, impact, and obviously I'm a Niger man. You're a Niger man as well, innit?
Gang.
So I feel like he made us cool again, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, man, Skepta's the best.
I was listening to Kanishiwa today again, and yeah, man,
He's a UK goat.
the UK goat. I mean, all encompassing.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel.
We have the
Yeah,
goat.
he is. Shut up, man. Are there any other UK rappers that could have made the cut?
Probably Kane. Yeah,
Drake's is happy.
and probably Gets as well. Yeah.
Drake's is double happy.
Yeah, Guess is the
he's
one.
from
Guess is the one.
where they're from.
All
So,
right.
Yeah.
Are you like New One boys? Yeah.
That's the only two they got. I said that just.
You saw him 2 days ago.
No, I'm saying that's the only 2 rappers Newham has as a general. They've only got Kano and Gets, and then after that, it's finished.
What does that mean, though?
Nothing.
You just felt the need to say that.
Yes.
Alright.
I mean, there's a lot of bars concentrated in those 2 artists.
Yeah,
a lot
them-
of great music as well.
Yeah.
Classic albums.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not.
Them two. Yeah,
Tottenham probably only has like 1 or 2 classic albums
Yeah.
versus Kane. Kane has got at least like 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think Hoodies or Summer will go down as one as well.
I'm just saying we got better rappers just as a conglomerate, as a unit,
That's
Conglomerate.
you can. That's debatable.
if you want to.
debatable.
That's
Cheer.
big debate.
Are you from South though?
Yeah, we're from South. Yeah.
South got the best rappers though, innit?
I would say East. I would say East, man.
Oh, would you?
Yeah, I think East.
For rap though.
For
think
rap,
just-
South, 100%.
Yes, for
Oh, yeah,
rap.
for
though.
rap.
Yeah,
South.
that's what I
Okay,
mean. For rap,
fine,
yeah.
fine,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Yeah, they're probably
Yeah.
us, innit?
Lady Youngs.
Yeah. Young's alone.
Youngs alone.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Youngs is mad. You see him wilding out on Twitter the other day.
He's sensitive.
Yeah,
but
he just
you-
wants more credit, man. And I
But
feel him.
I feel like don't poke him, bro, because he's gonna do some mad. Like Young, he's very, very good. I think people were being quite disrespectful, to be honest.
What were they saying?
Just like, oh, why are you getting involved? You're not that good. My man's better than you.
Oh, yeah,
My
that's
man's
crazy.
better than you.
That's
Like,
crazy.
and he's sick.
Yeah, he's sick.
I think he just wants respect. At this
Yeah,
point
that's
now,
it,
I think
man.
that's all he wants.
Yeah.
Just give him respect.
You know, I hear it. No, he definitely needs. He
he's
definitely
nice
deserves
with
respect, and
Absolutely.
I think he's only getting better as well.
Yeah, he's nice. He's nice, and he's been around for a while, a long time.
But I think that's where, like, because he's been around for a long time, and for a lot of people, he's only starting to make noise now.
Yeah.
It's like, who is this guy who's just popping out of nowhere, just saying this
Oh,
sort
they
of thing?
can't be saying that.
That's
though.
it.
No,
And he's
I
not
agree.
just making noise now, man. when road rap was really like
No, it's relative
the
though.
hub.
He was
man,
there.
He was like one of the leaders.
No, but it's
He was
relative
it.
to people's experiences, right? And people who live on Twitter were not living through that road rap era.
that's
So they're only seeing
It's like
my man.
say if Joe Black made a comeback today.
Yeah.
These lot weren't around when Joe Black
that's
was
true.
outside, so they'll look at Joe Black like, who the fuck are you?
Them-
Joe Black actually said that
Yeah.
he's better.
Yeah.
Respectfully, he said respectfully to
Yeah,
Youngs,
they were
you're
going-
not chatting to me.
Yeah,
And it's
was-
facts.
No, he's not. No. Joe Black ain't better than Youngs.
No, I'm saying in general, he's one of the goats of the road rap. To me, anyway, I used to listen
Okay.
to Joe Black.
Yeah,
day in,
yeah,
day
yeah,
out.
yeah, I
So
agree.
if he was to come back now, the same people that are sticking it on Tef,
Yeah.
I would say the same shit about Joe Black today.
Probably,
Because
yeah.
they weren't outside when them were
Yeah,
originally doing it. Make sense?
No, I hear that. I mean, it's all relative, right?
Yeah.
Facts.
Tottenham, they've got Wretch as well, innit?
But we got Rich,
Yeah.
Chip, Heady,
Yeah.
Avelino.
Do you enjoy Wretch? Like, seriously?
As
do you
a
enjoy
rapper,
his mu-
though.
you enjoy his
As a-
music? No,
but
no.
As
Do you
a
enjoy his
rapper,
music?
surely you look at Rich and go,
Yeah. I look at
As a-
Wretch and go, elite.
thank you, bro.
Yeah, 100%. That's not in debate. Do you like his music?
I loved the project with Avelino.
Young Fire.
Oh, you
Hall
liked
Fame.
that?
Yeah, I liked
don't,
it.
don't question
No, I
the
liked
man's
it too.
liking.
I liked it too. It was a decade though ago.
I know, bro. I know.
Young Fire, Old Flame.
I thought it was sick. Me going means probably answers your question.
All
innit?
right then. All right then. I like to say he's got congregational raps. Like, you know, when you go to church and you're like the sermon on the pulpit. Yeah. I feel like Wretch would rap like that.
I feel like you've put me on the spot a bit though. Like I need to probably.
Respect.
Bro, Wretch has got good albums.
Yeah, I need to go
He's got
back and
good
listen
albums.
to the
Man,
albums,
Retrospective
innit?
was really good.
'Cause
He
I
had an
need-
album called 3-2 that was really good.
3-2 wasn't really good.
Teacher Training Day.
I thought that was banging.
His Teacher Training Day mixtape was amazing.
Yeah, it
Mixtape.
was.
Like,
Yeah, it
you're
was.
not about to.
Mixtape.
Yes.
No, but what he done with those projects for what he does was really
Wretch
good.
to me is the.
We talking about albums though.
Wretch to me is the greatest lyricist the UK's ever seen. Pen for pad. We don't have a better rapper.
He's not better than Gets.
I think he's a better rapper than Gets. I genuinely think that. I think that. Whether you snap like
I
that to his
think there's
bars or not,
definitely an argument.
Wretch
No,
is,
it's not an argument, but
Yeah.
Wretch is the one to me. Like he's just as a rapper, just pen to pad.
He's top tier.
Wretch
man.
is
no,
number one to me,
100%.
Yeah, he's
100%.
top
We're just
tier.
talking like bars.
Yeah, he's number one to me.
He's top 2 or 3, 100%.
Fair dues.
So I would never
That's
doubt
my
his
point. So
pen.
if
I would never doubt his
if
pen.
we've got the best rapper, arguably, and we've got the best all-encompassed, as in the GOAT being Skepta, you can't really talk to the Tottenham. You've got the GOAT, and then you've got the GOAT at rapping, and you've got the GOAT everything encompassed.
Okay. But then if you take it to East, like you've got so many different examples of people who are goats in their own right as well.
They're not
Yes.
confined to one postcode. Tottenham is just N17. East London
All
is...
right, well, even if we talk about Newham, like even Kano and Gets, there's a lot there. Classic mixtapes, classic albums, classic bars. Like
I'm biased.
top 2 or 3 greatest lyricists.
I'm biased in
I'm
it.
just saying. No, I get it, but you know,
But Tottenham, Tottenham have got a lot of greats.
Tottenham's got a lot.
But I think
Tottenham's generally
Tottenham have got King of Drill, in my opinion, in Heady. Heady's the King of Drill for me.
Okay.
And then you've got shit, bro. Like, it's mad.
You got a lot. You got Chip. You got, I didn't even say Avellino.
Yeah, Avellino, yeah.
Yeah.
Avellino, like, it's just, bro, when you say East, you're bringing out bare different postcodes. I'm not saying North London. I don't care about North London. I don't care what Highbury do. I don't care what Edmonton do. I'm just saying one area, Tottenham. Don't give me...
Yeah, but we've established that Tottenham is that place.
Thank you very much.
You just always want to be reminded of it.
You're damn right.
Like we don't always tell you.
Thank you very much, though. I appreciate it.
Whatever, man. But let's take it back.
Sorry, man. We keep on diverting.
No, that's all good.
That's
It's all
what we
good.
do
It's all
here,
good.
man. That's
what
It's
we
what
do.
happens.
Yeah,
That's what happens,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
So that's all good, man. Let's take it back to the start of your journey with music. How did you find music? How did music find you?
Just like I think the same as a lot of young black boys, just like parties, bro. Mum throwing parties. Like, I'm from like an area called North Hull, bro. Like, just picture it, man. Just it's like the whitest area ever. Like, mad. Like, think of like Shameless.
Yeah, oh man, I know exactly what you mean.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, crazy. And like, we're just this Nigerian family on there throwing like mad parties. And yeah, that's where I think I found my love for it, like getting kept up all night. I've got school in the morning, my mum's partying still, like just like system just blasting. And just like my sister, I grew up with a big sister and a big cousin, and they was like heavily into like 90s R&B. My mum was heavily into like reggae and like fella, obviously, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yep.
But like Shaka Demus and Pliers, like Shaggy, all that was just getting blasted in the house. So I feel like I was always destined to do something with music. And then my sister loved Aaliyah, who I think for me is one of the greatest. Like I know R. Kelly, he did. Do you know what I mean? Let's not.
Definitely did,
But that was probably her best album, though.
Yeah.
Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. That was probably her best, and he produced that in it. Like I don't even want
Did
to
he
know.
do One in a Million as well?
Yeah.
I don't even want to
I
know
don't
what.
think he did that. Remember, the guy was in the background of the album cover with his leg up. Bro.
Yeah, for
This
real.
guy was part of that album every which way.
Very much.
I don't even want to know what was going on in them sessions,
Bruv,
but
like,
that was a classic album, and that was heavily that, and then Crazy Sexy Cool TLC.
TLC came, yeah.
They were like two big albums growing up in my house. So yeah, man, that's where I found music. And then I got a bit older, and my first actual CD that I owned, my sister robbed All Eyes on Me. My auntie, we used to come to London like every year for Notting Hill Carnival. And I had an auntie who lived in Stoke Newington. And she still don't. I don't think she still speaks to my sister now because she robbed the All Eyes on Me and like So my sister called her because she had it for a bit, and then I started listening to it, and then that's when I just found rap. All Eyes on Me was probably my introduction to rap music, and then I probably started like messing around with bars when I was about like 15, 16. I used to go to house parties, and I had a friend at the time. And he was like a rapper in the area, and we used to just put on instrumentals and just rap to him. Like, and
Do you remember your first bars?
I don't, you know. I actually don't remember my first bars because there would have just been a freestyle. So I was just freestyled off the top of my head. My friend said, "Oh, I think you should get into it," and I did, bro. I started rapping in an American accent at first, though, bro. Yeah,
Wow.
I know, bro. I know.
Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us.
Trying to envision that.
There's no recordings of that though.
That's your accent trying to do an American.
Mad. But that was when I was freestyling. I was freestyling an American accent, and then my mate was like, "Nah, that can't.
that can't run.
That can't run." So then I started writing bars, and I'd probably say like, I think I brought out my first song. The first song I brought out was over a fabulous beat. I think it was a song called Round and Round.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember it?
That's on
It's
Real
on
Talk.
Real Talk, yeah. Real Talk. That was the first, and I recorded that in Peckham because I had a friend who lived in Peckham, and we recorded that there. And I thought I was the guy. I recorded my first song, came back with a CD, came back to Hull, thought I was the guy. I definitely wasn't the guy. And then yeah, from there, bro, like I just started like performing at certain youth clubs, and my mum actually got me like my first couple of shows, man. My mum does a lot of work in the community, so a couple of community centres, and yeah, the rest is history from there, man.
Dope. Before you started freestyling, Was rap something that you were considering, or was it just something that just
Nah.
kind of happened?
Just messing about with the boys, man. Didn't even think about it. It was because in Hull there was no blueprint. Like, for one, there's no black area. I know I shouldn't associate rap music with black people, but it's our music, innit?
Absolutely.
So there's no black areas in Hull. So there was no one like who I looked up to who was doing rapping. There was people in Hull rapping, but there were like old school guys like.
Like, clap your hands,
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, like
If you rap to the beat.
yeah, like
In a whole accident.
and I wasn't. That was they couldn't relate to me, bro. So
Yeah.
I had to create my own sort of lane. Do you know what I mean? Me and my guys we created our own sort of lane. So that's It was always just a hobby. It wasn't even a hobby. It was just me fucking about, bro.
Yeah.
Really, I'll be honest.
Was carving out your own lane at the time something that you knew subconsciously that's something you had to do, as far as like
Yeah. And like my boy Crafty, he was like so Hull, like a white kid, blonde hair, blue eyes, proper Hull, proud to be Hull. And that was our thing. We rapped in our own accent. We used our own slang. Like, we were proud. Like, all the other rappers in the area were not doing that. They were rapping about things that they didn't live. They were rapping like the Americans. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we really was the ones who started doing it Hull. Do you know what I'm saying? There's even rappers now in Hull that rap like they're from London and talk like they're from London. But we, from the get-go, we made sure that we kept it Hull and kept it authentic. Like, it was really important to us. It still is to me now.
So with growing up in Hull, like, speak to like I suppose the feeling of kind of like isolation from being like not many people that look like you that live there.
Yeah, it was mad, bro. Like, picture this, bro. Like, I was like the only black kid in my primary school. I'm probably one of 3 or 4 in my secondary school. In my group of friends, the only black guy. One mixed race kid, and then 2 of my best mates are like 2 Syrian twins. And literally that's as far as it goes. Like, my upbringing. Obviously, there was other black people in the city, but as far as in my friendship group, I was the only black guy. I'm used to being the only black guy around. Now it's got a lot better, but growing up, and especially on my estate, because my estate was one of the, well, it probably is the worst estate in the city, and I grew up there in the 90s, so it was mad, bro. Like, some of these people probably never even seen a black person before, so I'm just trying to paint the picture. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, there was definitely isolation, and wasn't always easy. But I feel like I'm proud of my journey. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I've opened my estate's eyes up about like culture and different things. Because before me, there was like I said, there might have been a couple of mixed race people, but fully fledged black.
Yeah.
I can say I was like the only one.
Have you ever like in your life gone to your mum and asked her why Hull?
University. Her university in Nigeria was partners with Hull University.
Right.
So she just came here to do her masters, and then she just stayed here.
Right.
Yeah, stayed there, man.
Makes sense.
It did, yeah. But it's a gift and a curse. Like, it helps. It's helped in terms of like being recognised.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's on the flip side. Like, if I was ever, because I used to do daft stuff, do you know what I mean? Like, back in the day, like, get in trouble with the police and shit. But like, so they'd always notice me because I'm the only black kid. You know what I'm saying?
Local celebrity.
I've ever robbed from the ever robbed from the shops or
Can't commit no crime. Hey, yo, it's my man. Where you running to? Hey, big. I'll be at your house.
and obviously because I'm tall as well, I stood out like a sore thumb, man.
yeah.
Big time, man. But I love my area, bro. Like I say, it was tough at times, but it made me the person that I am. Yeah, man.
So I guess like growing up any other place would mean that you wouldn't be who you are.
Yeah, facts. But I'm not gonna lie, it would have been nice to have grown up in a black area, because even in Hull there's an Asian area. There's a Polish area, but there's still even though there's a lot more black people in Hull now, but there's still no area that's like you've got Brixton, Peckham.
Yeah.
We haven't got that in Hull, man, and I would have loved to have grew up in an area like that.
Yeah.
Do more black people live in Hull now?
Yeah, facts. Loads do, to be fair. Yeah.
Your impact.
I'm not saying it's because of me. It's definitely not because of me, but yeah, there is a lot of black people in Hull now, yeah, definitely.
Fair dues, man. So how old were you when you started rapping and all
Started
that?
rapping at about. Rapping my first bars probably when I was about 16.
Okay.
And then I'd say I started taking it seriously in 2011 when I released my first mixtape.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So at the time, like, were there any particular rappers that you were studying to kind of like mold your style?
Just a lot of the London guys, man, really. Like I say, I wasn't influenced by anyone really in my city. It was all like the Dizzies, I was heavily influenced by like grime and like road rap. So like your Dizzies, your Wileys, Kano, Gets, do you know what I mean? Lethal. Used to have like all the DVDs, Risky Roads 2, Lord of the Mics 1 and 2, and then like what else did we have? We had one called Streets is Raw. Eye View Images, the one where like it's in Peckham and someone's letting off gunshots in the park. Like we used to watch that DVD all the time, bro. Like there was some girl from like Brixton, I can't remember, Tugsy or something, I can't remember, but she kills her freestyle on it. So we was heavily, me and my boys were listening to that London stuff way before anyone was in Hull, to be honest. So yeah, that really influenced us to start doing our thing.
Okay. And it didn't influence you to kind of like want to rap in like a London accent?
Nah, we never wanted to we couldn't. We wanted to be just true to us. There was a lot of people in Hull that were doing that, talking about guns and knives and stuff like that, but you're not living that life. Do you know what I'm saying? We were so true to Hull. Like we were chavs, bro, if I'm going to be honest. Like we wore like Henry Lloyd, Helly Hansen. Like we were proper just chavs. So you Londoners, you wear chavs, innit? You're like, and
Some of us were.
Yeah,
some of them probably.
yeah,
In certain areas probably, but like we just couldn't do that, man. We wouldn't forgive ourselves if we started rapping like that. It would have been daft. People would have took the piss out of us even more than they did anyway, because it wasn't cool to be a rapper in Hull, man. People used to take the mickey out of me for rapping, because everyone wanted to be in an indie band, because Hull's very like indie. We've had some big bands that have come out of Hull, so like a lot of my age group and the year youngers all wanted to be like Liam Gallagher, long hair and that skinny jeans and stuff. That was just never me. So, yeah, man, like, people used to take the piss out of me rapping, bro. Like, the come-up was mad, trust me. Like, even, like, performing, bro, like, no promoters wanted to book me. Like, it wasn't, like, I had to just perform anywhere.
But any other local rappers?
There was,
getting bookings though.
Not, I mean, there was, like, a few. But, like, again, they were too obsessed with like the 90s era of New York and that, bro, wearing the baggy jeans and that. Like there was no like new wave of rappers. And like at the end of the day, I had to like perform in between like indie singers who wanted to be like the Killers or Arctic Monkeys, and then the next man who wanted to be like Ed Sheeran. And they just used to sandwich a rapper in between it, bro, because they didn't know where to put me.
It's almost like you're on a sideshow.
Yeah, bro. But then I just worked hard and worked hard. Like, obviously, you lot know people like Mike GLC selling mixtapes on the street. I brought that DNA to Hull. I was doing that in Hull, and no, people thought I was mad. That why is this kid just out on the street selling CDs? And then I just got more of a buzz, and then I just ended up being, just they had to put me on the bills. So yeah, man.
And how were the other local rappers reacting to you? Because you were choosing to do a different style to them.
Yeah. Well, I think they were sort of. They didn't really take me that seriously. They probably thought I'd be here today and gone tomorrow, but then realised that I wasn't going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? And the buzz started getting bigger and bigger. I started putting my own freestyle videos online. Like I was just adopting what you lot was doing years ago. I was just taking that and doing it in Hull, basically. And then I think people just started respecting me, and the local, and obviously my council estate where I come from, they were backing me, and yeah, man, like I feel like I just went from strength to strength. So then the powers that be in the city, they had to put me on the shows. Yeah, they couldn't deny it.
Yeah.
And now rap's the biggest thing now, innit, in my city, when it wasn't before.
It's interesting you talk about the previous rappers who were kind of talking about like stuff that they never lived. Because when I listen to your music, it is very relatable. It's like you're taking us on a walk through Hull and your surroundings.
Yeah, man.
So clearly that was by design.
Yeah,
as
man.
a kind of like, not necessarily a reaction to what they were doing, but as a sign of authenticity for you.
Yeah, I just saw like a bit of a gap. there was, like I said, I'm not going to say I was the first Hull rapper. There was other Hull rappers, but they weren't just rapping about what I was rapping about. And I feel like that's why a lot of Hull people love me, because they can relate to what I'm saying. I'm talking about us roots and talking about the foods that we eat and talking our slang. No one was doing that really before me. So I feel like that's why people jumped on board. And I'm proud of my city, even though people might think it's a shithole, man. But it's my shithole. So I'm going to rep it to the max. I can't rep it anywhere else. It's the only place I know about. I'm not going to... And I feel like where you lot are from, like London, like where I'm here now, there's a lot of... And I hate to use this word, but there's a lot of capping. A lot of you lot, like, you chat shit, bro. You don't live the life that you fucking live, bro. You talk... And I feel like I don't represent that. I pride myself on being authentic. And I feel like sometimes that it can shoot me in the foot, because I do feel like if I rapped like I was a proper roadman, I may have... My journey might have been a little bit better in terms of success.
Yeah.
But it's not me.
But then you can't go back and look this people in the face, knowing that you're not telling the truth.
Facts.
It's also you're always gonna want to go back home.
Facts.
And you were never kind of tempted to kind of fall in line with what everybody else was doing, because like you said, it would have been easier to, innit?
Yeah, it would have been. No, never. Honestly, because I feel like I'd be just lying to myself.
Yeah.
And I think it's dangerous when you do that, because when you get G-checked, you know about
Absolutely.
it. People want to know if you're... All these rappers that chat shit, one day they're going to get... And that's why you'll never see me... You'll never see videos of me getting my ass kicked, or someone grabbing my chain, or someone posting my chain on Instagram. Oh, come and get your jewels back, bro. Like, blah. You'll never see that, because I don't talk like that, and I've never talked like that, and I never will talk like that. So I pride myself on that shit.
Pure authenticity. 100%.
Yeah, man.
But to that point, then, how do you think, or how have you found your music being received outside of Hull? Are you like quite? Has it been like a good response? Has it been like well received?
I feel like I've had some sensational moments, man. Definitely, like, and I feel like it's only going to get better. But yeah, I feel like there has been a bit of a fight back. I feel like people are like, oh, I don't know where to place him. I always say, like, I feel like I'm a bit of a misfit. Do you get me? Like, I'm black. I'm too black where I come from, but then you lot might think I'm too white in it because of the way that I speak, and I don't speak like I'm from the roads.
Too
And
black
I feel
for
like
the white kids and too white for the blacks.
yeah, man,
That's
and I
what
feel like
said it.
that's what I'm fighting for, bro. I feel like I'm like the scene's misfit a little bit, because when I'm on stage, I'm out. Like, you know, we was talking about like rapping ability, who's top fives and that. I'm putting myself up there on stage. I'll smoke anyone. The energy is mad. Like, I feel like my stage show's like sick. Don't rap over my songs like a lot of you lot do. No offense.
A lot of rappers do that.
That's
man.
my biggest
A lot
pet
of rappers
peeve.
do that. Man.
Like these lot, that's my big. I hate.
Yeah.
when people
Starting to
rap
turn
over-
into an attack on London, isn't it?
No, like I don't do none of that karaoke shit. Like, I'm just me, man. You feel it, bro, and that's what I mean. I feel like all it takes for me is to get my music in front of the right people who understand it. I feel like, unfortunately, the industry is mainly in London. Got all the labels here, booking agents, management, brands, everything. And I feel like they just need to understand me. But if they don't, that's fine as well. But there will be people that do understand me. So it's to answer your question, a bit of a mixed response. I think people don't know what to expect when they see me live. I change their mind. That's what I feel, because I've got songs for every occasion. And I feel sometimes as well that might be a bit of a gift and a curse, because people might say, you a grime artist? No. You a drill artist? Nah, not really. Are you a UK rapper? Yeah, but I like to do other things as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, my biggest song is probably is a funky house tune.
Yeah.
That was the song that got all the label interest. It was a
Darcy, right?
Yeah, funky house tune. But I can do things on any tempo, man. So that's what I pride myself
I
in.
imagine being versatile is quite difficult, man, because we had a conversation a few weeks ago about, like, you know, how we were talking about genres actually, and how, like, people, you have to kind of, people like attaching labels to stuff in it so they understand it. innit?
Yeah.
So when you're versatile, you can't really.
I hate that box shit, bro. When people say, what music do you make? I just say I make UK rap-based music. That's what I make, because I rap on everything.
Yeah, I think it's too hard to pigeonhole you. I don't think you can. With the kind of music you make, it's a bit of everything.
So, but, like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the drafts, of my latest project, what's going to be coming out. And I think you'll like, because it is more rap. I think you'll like it. But yeah, man, I just please, anyone who's listening to this, just don't put me in a box. I don't ever want to be put in a box. I'm just the artist.
Yeah, and ultimately, if people listen to the music, they'll soon realise that you can't be put in a box as well. Have you felt, or have you ever felt like maybe your accent might have been a barrier to anything?
I think it used to be. I don't think now because of the internet and the success of certain artists. Like you've got H, who's done well. You've got Meeks. They're like Manny boys. Do you know what I'm saying? Then you've got some of the Brum lads who've done well, but no one's really done it from Yorkshire. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like everyone says, like up north, like because you lot are quite ignorant. You think anything below a certain point. Birmingham is not up. It's not up north, lads.
PSA.
Birmingham is not. Birmingham is the Midlands, man. It's not up north, man.
Sheffield's kind of up north.
Sheffield is up north. Sheffield, South Yorkshire. I'm from East Yorkshire, and it Hull's East Yorkshire, Leeds, West Yorkshire. Like Middlesbrough's like North Yorkshire. Like I always get real protective about that, man, because like. Yeah, the Manny boys can have that, definitely have that title, and Liverpool as well. That's up north, but Birmingham, that's Midlands, man. But yeah, accent, I don't think. I mean, you even had that Hazy guy from Liverpool,
Packs and
Potions, and that like from your lot's place. You know what I'm saying? Like he did bits. I mean, accent don't really matter now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like for me, because I think no offense, I feel a lot of the coldest rappers are not from London anymore.
Hey,
you know what it is? The thing is for me. Rap though, yeah, I'll be real honest with you, bro. You lad, sorry, and I know you might not like this, but I do think Northerners, what will help us eventually is just how fucking real we are, man.
Yeah, the authenticity from
you lot like you lot are not as authentic as us lot.
You don't think so?
Definitely not.
Why don't you think so?
Because I just don't think you have that raw. You're not as raw as us, man.
I don't know if I agree, bro. It's a tough one, isn't it? Because I think obviously, because a lot of rappers in the UK come from London, it's oversaturated. You know so you can weed out the ones that aren't real. But that's not to say that the ones that are real. What I'm going to say, you know what it is?
You lot take yourself too seriously.
Yeah, I would.
You don't know how to just be. You see how I'm just being myself now in this interview. Like you lot. I should stop saying you lot.
You won't though.
I probably won't, but the thing is, like, what baffles me sometimes, some London rappers get big opportunities, they go on like these platforms and have big opportunities, but they talk like they're having a police interview.
Oh yeah, they're terrible. PR training, 100% bad, terrible media training.
Like, you know what? Just let yourself go and be yourself and show us. A side of you that we might not ever know.
But I think you're a good example of that. Like someone who, doesn't take himself too seriously, talks about his life. Someone like Black Josh, who's from Manchester, he dropped a song called Paul Scholes. It's literally just about Paul Scholes. Yeah. It's funny, it's witty, and he's got bars as well. So to that point, I would 100% agree.
And that, and that's one of the reasons why Stormzy's so loved. Because he goes against that, bro. He's himself, bro. He sees Adele on the street and he gets gassed. A lot of you wrote sorry, I'm not saying a lot of you lot, but some London rappers would be too.
Starting to sound racist, bro.
But I think you're talking to the road man, though. I think you're talking to the road rappers.
Yeah, I am.
Because all the ones that kind of rap from that perspective, they have to uphold an image, so they won't be loose.
The road rappers have to, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But they're the most visible, isn't it?
Yeah, but they have to.
As opposed to someone like
why though? Why do they have to?
Because. Depending on what you're talking about.
Like Heady's road, but Heady's got personality though.
Yeah, he's loosened up though. I think he's loosened up a lot.
Definitely loosened up.
And even Fredo, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, he's road, but
he's getting there.
He's loose. He's like, I feel like he's loose, like he's got personality.
But you know what, if they are, depending on where they come from, it's going to take a minute for them to adjust as well. Because if you are really a road man, you're not going to come the next day and just be, you know what I'm saying?
But it's not a rap problem.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not rap to me, though. It's deeper than that.
But you know what it is, bro?
If they come from that mentality, it's going to take them.
Yeah.
But you can turn it off. You're not a road man when you speak to your mum. Or when you speak to your aunties.
No, but then you don't. If you're road, you're not going to treat. I get why they do it, because you're not going to treat. Let's say if Yemi's interviewing me and all I know is road shit, and I've just now blown, but I've been doing hella shit before. It's going to take me a little while to get acclimatized to get interviewed by someone I don't know.
Then don't be interviewed then. You can decline the interview until you're ready. Because at the end of the day, like, you're still like, there's an image that you're giving off, right? Your people are learning you. So if this is what you're going to portray, then it's going to interfere with how you're received.
Is it all?
Absolutely.
To go back to what I said, sorry, anyway, I shouldn't have said, I worded it a little bit wrong. What I should say is I feel northern artists have got more personality.
Okay.
I agree. Across the whole, I think I probably agree.
Well,
I think when it comes to like the underground in London, you'll find a lot more personality.
Yeah,
anyway.
I probably will.
So yeah, I guess it's just a matter of digging. But the people that you just see,
Yeah.
like just visible to you, like you go on social media and these are the first rappers you see. Yeah, so personality is severely lacking, 100%. But back to your claim that northern rappers are better.
No, I never said, what did I say, bro? Help me out. I never said northern rappers are better. I
He said all London rappers are whack. No, you just said you feel like northern rappers rap better. No, you didn't
I don't
say
think it was
better.
northern rappers. I
You
feel
just
like
said
you
it's
said
a
rappers-
little bit more authentic.
No, I said that there is some northern rappers that are up there now.
Oh, that's a fact to me, though. I agree with that.
That like it's not just the southerners are just miles better now. Like I feel like
no
there's,
way.
I feel like there's northerners that are doing their thing now, bro. That can come against you guys.
Educate us.
Like I think Meek's Manny, bro. I think he's
Oh yeah, he's hard.
he's mad. I actually think H's pen is decent.
He can rap.
No, man.
Oh, you're not.
I'm not really a H guy like that.
A Star from
He can
Liverpool,
rap, he can rap.
mad.
He can
A
rap.
Star from Liverpool's crazy. For the females, I think Lady Lashia is like.
She's goated to me, though.
man, like-
She's
Is
actually
she goated for you?
Female
Yeah,
rap, she's
absolutely.
goated. To me,
Yeah.
female rap, she might be the goat.
Yeah, she's rated highly.
Well, not maybe. She's up there. Like, don't want to get involved with Miss Dynamite and all them. But Lady Isha is definitely goated to me.
Who's up there?
She's goated to me.
I feel like she missed her window though, man. I feel like there was a window where she was doing the Queen's speeches.
Oh, the Queen's
and that.
speeches and-
bro, yeah. And I feel
Like
like I don't know what's
2012,
happened after
2013
that.
times.
Yeah, but she's still respected lyrically though. She's
I
still
think
very much
Trillery
respected.
Banks is hard.
She can rap. She can rap. She probably feels herself a bit too much though.
Yeah, maybe. But I feel like she's decent.
No, she definitely is.
There's a rapper in Bradford called Blazer Bockel. He's hard. There's Graf from Leeds. He's cold. Yeah, man. I feel like
There's a few.
I feel like it's our time, man. I do, man. I do. There's Deep Green from Sheffield as well. He's cold. I feel like it's our. Hopefully, it's our time, man. I feel like someone from Yorkshire needs to go. Yeah, man.
What do you think it's going to take? What does it take for that to happen?
I feel just consistency and having good quality of music. I feel like now with this internet era, excuses are running out. Like us Northerners haven't really got the excuse now. Oh, they don't feel our accent, or this, that, and this. Like the internet is there. Like the internet is our friend. We just need to as well. Like I feel like some of the tastemakers, most of the tastemakers are from London, and I feel like maybe we need to start gauging some relationships and like. But I do feel there is a bit of a. I do think
There's a barrier.
Yeah, there's a barrier.
There's
Bro.
100%
I
a
feel
barrier.
like some of you. I'll be real. I'm not gonna say any names, but I feel like some of the London tastemakers are whack. Maybe it's not even disrespected. Like for me, bro, what I see a tastemaker to do, bro, is you're meant to like find music, bro.
Yeah.
You're meant to break records, man. You're meant to like not just shine light on the guys who have already got light on them anyway.
Absolutely.
Like for me, I don't understand like why some of these like see America, and I don't want to compare myself to America, but you've got the Southern artists that kill it. You've got the New York East lot that kill it. You've got the West Coast people who like. I feel like they all live in the same world. They're all allowed to live in the same world. So you're telling me that the only good rappers in the UK are from London,
But
and
I
that's
think,
it.
I think we're going through that phase of. Do you remember when Andre was like, South's got something to say? And
Yeah.
New York was still showing
Yeah.
that. I think we're at that phase in UK music now.
Yeah.
Where we're just now starting to get over
Like-
the London and now going to.
Like I always say, I always compare Yorkshire to the dirty South, because you lot think we're country, innit? They always go, well, let's go to Cunch, like.
That's actually a great comparison, you know?
Yeah,
That's
and
interesting.
that's
Yeah,
what I
that's
think
what
we
I
are.
said.
We've got our own. It is a bit hillbilly where I'll admit it. We
It's
are
different.
a bit.
It's very different.
Very different up
I was in
north.
Halifax the other week.
Yeah,
it's
man,
very
I got
different.
mad,
It's
innit?
beautiful though, but it's different.
It's
Very
mad.
different,
We are
yeah.
hillbillies. Do you get me? Like we are. You could say it's a bit inbredish. Do you know what I'm saying? Which it is in the southern parts of America, innit?
Yeah.
That's why I say we're like that, and we have got something to say. And this is what I'm saying with these tastemakers. Like, if you're real tastemakers, scan the country. Like certain man, like have already got the limelight. They're already on big labels. Like we don't need these tastemakers to keep on co-signing the same artists all the time.
Are there tastemakers in Hull?
No, not really, bro. Not with any sort of.
Yeah.
Not of any sort of influence on UK black music.
Because I was going to say, if there were, maybe they have a responsibility to maybe forge
Yeah,
some
and that's
relationship
what I
outside
think.
of
That's
Hull
what
as
I think
well.
Yorkshire lacks in.
Yeah.
We don't really have the infrastructure yet. We don't have like Like, there is booking agencies, but it's all for bands. Like, not for UK black music, like for rappers. Like, there's no, like, no one wants to be managers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No one wants to be the cameraman. Like, you've got all this infrastructure, like, ready and ready to go. It's slowly getting there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, it's just, we're just falling behind. But, yeah, man, I do have a bit of a ick, as people say, with the tastemakers in this industry, bro, because I don't really think it's a level playing field.
It isn't. But to the point that you earlier made about being consistent and just dropping quality music, I think that does a lot to kind of break that barrier in a lot of ways, to the point where you just become undeniable. And at that point, you can't, even if you're like the tastemaker who has the most like allegiance to said artists, you can't deny someone else. Like, new generations come.
But why do you want to do a take what everyone already knows about anyway?
Yeah, I know, right?
Because they want to be in a conversation. All of what the scene is these days is just being in the conversation.
Just to be the algorithm, isn't it?
Be in the algorithm. Be in the chats that everybody's chatting about that are kind of relevant to whatever the scene is talking about at that time, and just being a voice, making sure you're not left behind. And that means that you're leaving other talent, very promising talent within London or out of London behind as well, because you're chasing whatever everybody else has or wants.
And don't get twisted, I know there's definitely an underground, I hate this word, alternative, because I think everything's just hip-hop or rap anywhere. Scene in London where there's probably people think the same as me, as in thinking they're getting slept on.
They definitely do.
Oh, we've had a few
Yeah.
on the podcast.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. Yeah.
They definitely
Like, I
do.
think Manga's sick.
Yeah.
And he probably fit. I think Manga's the king of grime,
He's cold.
in my
He's so
opinion.
cold, yeah.
Like, but he might not get the props because he wears glasses and he's not talking the badness.
Yeah.
But if we're talking consistency
He's right.
and quality,
He's up there.
he's up there.
100% he is.
And I feel like more people like that need to get the light shed on them, man. That's just my opinion anyway, man.
Listen, I've always agreed with that. That's why I've always tried to champion those voices as well, because it's like you say, it gets boring. Like, who wants to keep talking about
The same names.
the
all
same
time,
names?
yeah, man.
And like for me, I feel like there's at the moment there's just a bit of a conveyor belt of the same artist as well.
Yeah.
And I feel the bar's low, bro. I feel the bar's very low.
Yeah, because anyone can do it now.
Yeah.
Anybody can do it. Like, people don't pay attention to the craft as much anymore, and you don't necessarily have to, especially if you're like making trap or whatever. But generally, yeah, anybody and their mum could be a rapper now. And if you align yourself with the right people, or if you catch one viral moment, you're a star. It's very easy.
Facts.
And hard work and meritocracy and just paying dues out the window.
Like, do you lot think the game's mediocre at the
I
moment?
think the game. I said this.
I mean, they've been saying
I
this.
think I was. Someone robbed me, by the way, because I said this and then someone else took it and used it on their podcast.
Oh God.
But I said the game today is meaty as it's been in a very long time. Like, because we had you remember
I think
the
mainstream.
I'm talking about mainstream though.
Yeah,
Because we had a 20,
yeah.
there was a period where it was like 2013 to like 2017, 18, where it was just Kojo Franz, Abracadabra, Jay Huss. Just it was a conveyor belt of new artists, just new person. Whereas now, it's the same artists, and if it's not them, it's people making shit. Like, what's his face? Like RD.
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
The white kid.
Yeah, I don't like him, but he's out of here because he had that one bar about. I didn't even like black women, but he had that bar about.
Adiola, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, you blow out of control. So I think the game's meaty personally.
He can rap though.
RD can rap.
He's a good rapper.
Debatable.
I
think he's a good rapper. I think he's a
I
good
don't
rapper.
think he's a good rapper, bro.
I mean,
I think he's a good rapper.
I'm not going to hit on another man's success, innit? That's all I'm going to say.
You know what? You're
Very-
right. I take everything I said back. Like, you know
very
what? You're right.
diplomatic.
Who am I? I'll sound like a hater.
No,
RD,
but you can
salutations.
objectively critique though, man. If you don't feel like he raps well, we can say it. It's not hating. I don't think that's hating.
Is that objective?
Of course. I mean, what else is it going to be?
Subjective.
No.
If you're saying that he's not a good rapper, that's
But I
subjective, you know?
don't have a ball in the game, so I can objectively say, yo, I don't think he raps well. It
But
doesn't
I don't
mean
think that's
anything to-
objective though.
Why not?
I feel people's counter argument, which I think is bullshit, is people will say the scene's the biggest it's ever been. But
No, yeah,
Commercially,
but-
yeah, but that doesn't mean the
That don't
artist
mean- that don't
is
mean- yeah.
kind
I
of-
mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's what someone might say to us lot.
Yeah, but I don't mean it's in its best position.
Yeah, I
what I
agree.
mean?
No,
I
yeah, it
agree
just
as
means
well.
they're more successful
Yeah,
artists.
it just means it's a little bit more lollipop.
Yeah.
In terms of, because the only way you get that successful is by making it the same type. It's the same type of music we're
Yeah,
hearing.
but I think we're past the era of the best rappers being the best like lyrical rappers. Like, I don't think the scene works like that.
No, it doesn't.
anymore.
For me, it'll always work like that, bro. That's what I listen to. That's what I pay attention. I don't pay
Then the scene's
attention
never going to be
anything
good
else.
for you.
No, I find who I like, and I'm good.
No,
with
but
that.
it seems like
You know
the
what I mean?
overall scene.
The mainstream
It's
scene.
never, the
I don't
mainstream
expect
scene.
it to be, because even in America, man, how often is like the most lyrical rapper number one?
That's what I'm saying. Those days are over.
Yeah, right.
And they're gonna be over. And I don't even think there was even a time here where that was even the case.
Caught commercially.
Yeah.
Kane was big commercially at one point.
No, but not because he barred though.
Yeah.
But he was still a barer though.
Yeah.
And if you compare it to like someone like Tiny or Tinchy, they weren't barring, they were making pop tunes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So I don't think we've ever had that period here. But, you know, but again, looking further afield, underground, other places in the country, you find the talent. It's there, 100%. But to go back to your journey,
Yeah, man.
when did you start noticing that you were getting a buzz both within Hull and outside of Hull?
I think my breakthrough, so it started like sort of happening for me when I tweeted Austin Darbo, formerly of Spotify. I tweeted him a song called Flex, and basically he was just like, love the artwork, catchy hook, that was it. So I thought, oh, that's cool. And then like one of my mates messaged me and said, oh, you're on the Grime Shutdown playlist on Spotify. And I didn't really even, I knew what Spotify was, but I didn't have it. I was still old school, bro, just listening to videos on YouTube, ripping it too biddy.
Oh my
doing them
days.
sort of thing.
Oh my
Like I
days.
was still doing that, so like I didn't even have a clue. And he was just like, "Oh yeah, like you're," and I'd heard of the playlist, so I was like, "Oh, you're lying." And he sent me a screenshot, and then yeah, I was on there. Flex was on there, so I was like, "Whoa, this is sick." Blah blah blah. Like, and then I thanked him on Twitter, and he like used me as like a case study. He was like, "See, this is what happens." Like, out of London artists, when you've got good artwork and you've got a good song, like this is what can happen, blah blah blah. So I was like, sick. Thought I could do that again with another single. He absolutely pied me, mate. Didn't even fucking respond. So I was gutted, but still, yeah, I rode this Flex vibe for a bit. Subscribers started going up, like things started like doing well, and then I performed it at this local festival in Hull called Humber Street Sesh, and it's the first time like people were singing the bars back to me. Wow. And for me, then that was just a big deal, innit? It was like 2017. Like I was gassed, bro. Like especially from Hull, bro. Like I told you before, indie city. This is like a grime garagey tune. Like the people are loving it. So I'm like, yes, this is sick. Then yeah, just carried on, and then Darcy was the real game changer. Just released it again. Just went sick after that, man. Millions of streams. I think it was like the 8th longest song to ever be on that playlist. Like, got invited to like Spotify office and stuff to have conversations. And I know they don't do that with every art. And for a boy from Hull to go there, bro, it was a big deal. And then labels started knocking on the door, and yeah,
Wow.
it was, yeah, man, that was decent.
They tried to make you an industry plant.
They tried to, yeah. They tried, man. So yeah, that was like, it was, them times were sick, man. That was like 2018, 19 times, man. So yeah, just.
So the crowd like singing your bars back to you, I suppose, did it for you feel like you'd kind of broken through in some ways, especially like in your city?
It made me think that, then made me think like I'm the biggest artist in my city. 2, how was a black guy doing grime music become the biggest artist in a white city, bro? It made me think, yeah, I've broke through, man, proper. And then obviously when you're having dialogue with people like Austin, no one's really doing that. Do you know what I mean? I know some London artists that would love to have that opportunity. Like I'm just a guy from Hull, from a council estate, being invited into the Spotify office. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a big deal, man. It felt good, and it made me want more. But then what I didn't like is the industry. Because before that, bro, I didn't know about the industry. I didn't know about like pressure on getting streams, and I just didn't like. We made that song in a box bedroom on Orchard Park Estate. Do you know what I mean? Like Darcy was made just in a box bedroom. Like I didn't care about the industry. I just wanted to do this for fun.
Yeah.
Then like the pressure came. Can you make another one? Labels got involved. I signed a shit deal.
Oh, so you actually signed?
Yeah, I signed, and then it went downhill from there. I'm not gonna lie. Like, signed a shit deal, and like I said, the pressure.
Yeah.
You need to get a song. You need to do a song like Darcy. You need another song like Darcy. You need to.
Is this what they were telling you?
Yeah, basically, they were like, "Oh, you need to have a feature on there. You need to get a beat from a big producer." Bearing in mind, like, Darcy was made by my boy who I've been making music with ever since.
D's
like,
kid.
Yeah, D's kid. And like, you want me to leave him? I'm not against going with other producers, but you think just because it's going to have a producer's tag that the song's going to be bigger.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you signed me because of D's kid
Absolutely.
and his beat.
Facts.
But you want me to go with someone else, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They basically wanted us to be like Bad Boy Chiller Crew. I don't know if you know
wow.
who they are.
Yeah.
And like, because we were from up north, make like party housey tunes.
Yeah.
And that's just not us, man. We've got more to our arsenal than that. But they didn't want that from us. And it's sort of, I ain't gonna lie, it sort of knocked my confidence, man.
Yeah. And I guess that's the thing with like record labels. They see you blow up off one particular song
Try
and
to
they
pigeonhole the shit out of
they
it.
put you in a box and you can't leave that box. You have to make that music on repeat over and over again. We're seeing it. We're seeing it everywhere in the scene as well.
But yeah, I was bitter about that, bro.
Yeah.
But then now I understand that's the game.
Yeah.
That's just the game, innit? But now, I'm not saying that, to be fair, I'm indie now, and I will probably be indie for a bit, but I'm not against signing. It has to be the right deal.
Yeah.
And you need to understand who I am. Do you know what I'm saying?
So you're willing to play the game?
I'm willing to play my own game.
And what does that look like?
Is you accept me for being the Black Yorkshireman. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not ultimately a numbers game. You need to help me get my brand out there so other Yorkshire black artists can come through after me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you motivated by money or like success in any way? Because obviously when you sign to a label, they want you to recreate the success that you had when they signed you, which then obviously leads to more success, more money and stuff like that. Were you at all motivated by that, or are you motivated by that at all?
You know, all I want, bro, is to be able to see the world through my music and retire my mum. As you know, us Nigerians and that, man, are you Nigerian as well?
Yeah, brothers, yeah.
Like that for me is my dream, is to be able to retire my mum. And then for me, I've made it. And I want to be able to see the world through my music as well. And then I feel everything else will come anyway. The riches will come anyway, and all that other stuff will come for me. Of course, I want to go on tour and do all that mad stuff, like, but I also like want to be able to provide a platform for young black kids from Yorkshire to see me and think they can do the same. That's a dream for me.
100%, man. So you said that the kind of label deal and the kind of interaction with them kind of knocked your confidence. When did you find it again?
I had to jump on the saddle back straight away. So it was lockdown. So just think, gone into lockdown and I've parted company with this label. So I'm thinking, my confidence is shot. I can't go out and get drunk and forget about it. I'm locked down, do you know what I'm saying? Like, so what have I got to do? I've just got to find myself and make music. And I released, what did I release? I think I released the Have Life EP. I got funding from Help Musicians, Mobo, and I just used that. And yeah, man, I just built back the momentum up again. Do you know what I mean? Like radio plays, Kenny Allstar was supporting some of my stuff. Like, yeah, man, like I couldn't just stay still and let them sort of win. Do you know what I mean? Because I know I'm sick. Do you know what I mean? Like Darcy was, I love the song, but it's like, we made that in 30 minutes. I can make 20 Darcys, do you know what I'm saying? Like, my career cannot be just defined by that song. Yeah. Like, I've got so much more. So it was time for me to prove that.
What's your writing process? And did you notice a change before lockdown and after lockdown?
My writing process is always different, man. Like, I'm not really a studio writer. Like, I'm a bit jealous of artists who can just go in the studio and record, like... But I think it's a bit of an illusion, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But do you need to hear the beat first before you start writing to the beat?
It just depends. I'm jealous of them guys who can just go in the studio and just write 10 songs and like they've done a project.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That's just not me though. Like I'm quite a slow writer. It just depends. Like sometimes I could just be in my car. I feel like I'm in my car a lot. and I'm just like nearly crashing on the roads, like putting bars in my notes. But that's just normally what I do. And then I might have a beat on in the car, or I might just freestyle to another song that I'm listening to. And then that's how a song starts.
But I
The
imagine,
trials and tribulations of CEO, that sounded like that would have taken a bit of time to make. As well.
Yeah, man.
I can hear that.
That did take a lot of time. That's all right. To be fair, it did, man. It did, because I'm venting on that.
Yeah, big time.
100%.
Yeah.
And with like your writing material, because your music is so influenced by your life, I imagine at some of the slower junctures of your life, maybe the writing process isn't as natural because you don't necessarily have inspiration in that sense.
Yeah, I suppose sometimes, yeah, man. Like at the minute, I'll tell you, I'll be real. Like what I'm writing about mostly is what we've spoke about in this podcast about feeling a bit like I'm like a misfit and I'm a bit left out. So that's what I'm writing about at the minute. So that's becoming quite easy. I feel like I need to live a bit though as well, like because I'm hoping like my next project is going to be bigger than my last one, and hopefully I'm going to be living, seeing different cities and seeing different faces and going to different places. So yeah, man, I feel like, but I've never had writer's block though.
That's good.
Like when I've spoke to loads of artists, I just can't write anything. Like I can always write something. It might not be a 16.
But you always got something.
You've always got something. Do you know what I'm saying?
attack.
I'm lucky. I'm blessed with that at the moment. I haven't gone through that yet.
Well, touch what you don't, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, khala, inshallah.
Is that because you take your time though?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I just take my time, man. I'm not like rapping, not writing all like what. There was that thing. Was it J. Cole? What, didn't he like make a challenge to himself? He'd have to write a 16 bar every morning or something when he woke up. I couldn't do that.
No. He's our J. Cole correspondent.
I believe he said that for 2014 Rubbish Hills Drive, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it was true. No,
Yeah.
Born Sinner. I remember Born Sinner was doing
yeah.
behind the scenes, and I think he had
Yeah.
a challenge. He had to write something down, and then he was doing the lead up to the Born Sinner album.
What a J. Cole thing to do.
J. Cole's one of them. He never mind. Let's not even do that debate.
All right.
Let's not even do that debate, man.
Yeah, let's not do that at all. How often do you record?
Depends. I'll be deadly honest with you, lads. Recording has become painful for me
How comes?
because I'm a perfectionist, bro. I've there's been times when I'm scared to get in the booth because I want it to sound like how it is when I'm at home rapping it, and if it doesn't, I get pissed off.
Is that demoitis?
Demoitis. And like these kid, big up these kid every time. He's the guy who records me. He does everything, man. I'd be fucked without him. Like, I must be the most frustrating person because like I'm that particular. I'll record a verse like 10 times.
What's the most takes you've ever had to take?
I reckon about 30
One.
for one verse.
And what is it in that verse?
And you know what? It's always the first one's always the best as well. First one's always the best.
But what is it that you're searching for? Is it the delivery?
Yeah,
Is
the
it-
delivery. I just want it to sound like perfect, but sometimes not perfect's good. Like
Yeah, definitely. I get
it is like the raw.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the raw. It's like
Absolutely.
it's like not. You don't want it to be too perfect, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I've been known to just like, you even know, Emma, like little things like words. It's gone out to the distributor, but I'm like, I didn't say that properly. So can we pull it back, please?
Wow.
So I need to. I struggle to walk away, and you know what it is. I used to struggle with because you know every rapper now punches in. I used to think punching in was cheating.
Yeah, I kind of think it is a little bit, man.
Do you?
It's a little bit.
Yeah, I do as well. I do. And DZ had to explain to me, he said, Chiedu, it's not fucking cheating. Everybody does it, man. Everybody does it. You can't, like, don't be too obsessed
It's a
with
means
it.
to an end sometimes. 100%.
So, like, I need to learn how to just... And then I'm someone who thinks I've done shit in the booth on the day, and then I come back and I'm like, oh, that actually sounds all right, you know? Because I'm one of those who's like, Chiedu, I haven't even mixed it yet, mate. Don't worry. Like, yeah, we don't... Mate, don't worry. Just go. He just tells me to just leave. And I come back and then it sounds all right. So, yeah, if I could... This is what I would love to do. Write, skip the recording and be on stage.
Okay, seriously.
Like,
You're a nightmare in the between.
yeah, like just... That's it, man. Because I love stage. I love just being on the stage. Where some artists love the writing, don't they? And
Yeah.
They love the booth and stuff, and they hate being on stage. I'm the opposite, man. I love the stage, man.
So is it the most like important aspect of like?
For me, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Being on stage is the best feeling ever.
Did you study any like other rappers, like their
Stage
live performances? Yeah.
I used to watch some Skepta performances, some Nas. I used to have the Nas DVD. What album is it?
Godson.
Yeah, when he does like he does Ether,
Ether as well.
And I used to watch that religiously, man. So yeah, like probably like, and you know what? A lot of the grime dons, bro, because I feel the grime dons have got the best stage presence.
100%.
Definitely.
Like they're the guys who definitely you'll never see Gets doing the karaoke or Kano doing the karaoke.
I hate with that's my biggest pet. I can't tell you how much I can't stand that.
Or Skepta doing the karaoke. I feel that you can tell, like, even like P Money's clarity's on stage, it's mad. Manga as well. I supported Manga the other week, and like stage presence and clarity, insane. I feel the grime dons, grime sets and stuff like that. That's sort of the energy that I'm at when I perform.
Yeah, because performance is like a pillar for them.
Yeah.
Like, the same way that rap and graffiti and breakdancing is for hip hop.
Yeah.
Performance and the cypher and the sets are definitely that for grime as well. And you've supported some big names as well, like Stormzy, Novelist, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know you've had Nov on here, haven't you? Nov's a cool guy, man.
100%.
Yeah.
Are there any gems that you've like taken from them at all? That you've
Novelist said to me something like, and it's always stuck to me because I supported Novelist in Hull, and he said to me, like, don't take for granted, because obviously he must have been quite blown away about the way the crowd reacted to me. He said, don't take for granted your home support, because he said you'd be so surprised how many London rappers can't sell out their own home shows, and when the fans come to their shows, it's dead. He said, like, what you've done here tonight, like, don't take it for granted. So I'll always remember him saying that.
Definitely true.
Because I was thinking, like, all London artists, London shows are all sick.
Yeah.
But that's me being from Hull.
Yeah.
No, I've been
So
to
I wouldn't know.
I've been to some poor London performances from London rappers.
Is that because of how they performed or the crowd reaction?
Everything.
Okay.
One of the worst ones I've ever been to was with Yemi. That might be the worst live show I've ever seen in my
Notes?
life. That was the Notes show, that because he was writing for Notes and I went there. You know when you just look around and you're like, I got here for free, but why am I here?
Yeah.
I didn't even need to pay for
There was
this,
an
and this is-
intermission in between where like Tiny came in and gave him like a Rolex and a plaque for like signing to the label, and it was pretty bad. I can't front.
It was a bad show. But it's the age thing as well, I guess I'm older. So.
Yeah, lots of youngers as well.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. All right. Talk to us about the council estate confidence. Where did that come from?
For us, I'm happy you asked me about that. So, like, that mantra, that sort of, like, statement is like, see, like, I feel like you rep Tottenham, innit?
Yeah.
To the max. You're confident from being from Tottenham, like,
To a fault.
to, like,
To a fault, I might say, but I hate you.
like, I feel like you just love Tottenham, innit?
Yeah.
And like,
I'll champion Tottenham forever.
Do you feel like you don't feel like you was held back being in Tottenham? Do you?
Nah. No chance.
Where like from where I come from, like they've got self-esteem issues, man. They're not like proud to be from a council estate, and I'm trying to get the message across that it's a miracle that you've even
Survived it.
Yeah,
man.
It's a miracle you've even got out of bed this morning. Do you know what I mean? Like, celebrate that you are a survivor, man. Like, you are like naturally a sick person. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know how many people on my council estate were naturally gifted at telling stories? Naturally, like, comedians, like, but they don't know that because they've never been told that.
I think that's a northern thing as well, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we're, you know what it is? We're too humble, bro.
Man, yeah.
We're so humble. Like, our self-esteem's so low. Like, we should be proud, man. Like, especially the estate where I'm from. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of fuckery on there, but these kids are talented. Do you know what I mean? And if you applied yourself and stop putting it into the fuckery and put it into something positive, you'd be a superstar. So basically, that's what council estate confidence is, man. Like, I want you to start believing in yourselves, be proud of where you come from.
And I suppose the start to that is like having a role model or someone to like model themselves off, which I feel like you are that.
Yeah,
You're that
man. I'm trying my hardest. Like, I'm not gonna say like for me, like, I get it when rappers say we're not role models, but you are though as well, though, man.
Do you want to be?
I don't want young kids to follow everything that I do, but I understand my position, I can't be going out and doing madness all the time like what I was doing when I was a young kid, because I do hold my position quite highly on my estate and in my city, because like there's no black kid doing what I'm doing. Like, so I'm trying to lead by example. So someone can be bigger and better than me. I'm not going to be a bitter old man. I want someone to be bigger and better than me. Yeah. But I want to get to a stage where people think, you know what, we don't need to nick motorbikes and cars and sell white and be like, we can actually do something successful. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, man, and I feel like I am that guy for my city.
Have you noticed the influence of like you rapping in Hull?
Yeah, there's loads of baby Chiedus, man. there is. Like, they might not want to admit it, but before me, no one wanted to be a rapper. Like I said to you earlier, people used to take the piss. Even my own mates used to take the piss out of me for rapping. Now they see a bit of success, like everyone wants to jump on the bandwagon, which I don't mind. It's just part of the growth. That's just the game. But yeah, there's definitely loads of baby Chiedu Orakas, man.
Somewhere around. Just anyone that picks up a mic, respectfully.
Have anyone ever approached you for like actual mentorship?
Yeah. I had someone speaking. I had someone message me today because I put a screenshot of a tweet and I put it on my Instagram story on about the karaoke rapping. And he messaged me and he goes, Chied, like, I've just seen your tweet and like, I only do, like, I think he might have thought I was dissing him, but I wasn't actually I wasn't directly dissing him. I was just like,
just generally.
Yeah, just generally. And he was like, I only do it because like I think he mentioned like he's got like asthma and stuff. And I said, I won't take it, because I know this kid and he's actually quite a decent rapper and he knows his bars because he uses my studio. And he even admitted it's just a bit of a comfort blanket for him. Yeah. And I said, bro, just get rid of it. Like, people will respect the live show more if you just do it with a PA version.
You're definitely going to appreciate it more. Definitely.
And he was like, you know what? Thank you for the advice, and I'm going to do it. I can't, because I'm headlining a festival, and he's one of the support guys, and he's like, it's going to be sick. Like, I can't wait to do this. I'm going to try it. And I said, bro, try it, and I guarantee you will do it more often. But if it doesn't work, you can go back to doing what you was doing, but just try it. And yeah, he just gave me nothing but love. He just appreciated me even messaging him back. Do you know what I mean? Because I like to interact with him, man.
Yeah.
Because I know no one did that for me.
Yeah, absolutely. For real. Yeah.
You were very much like the godfather of Hull in a lot of ways. You're Wiley, bro.
I am, bro. But you know what it is? Like, I don't want to just be that for Hull, though. Like, that's something that needs to change, because I feel like this like UK black music industry, I've got so much to offer. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hold down my own little corner, and like I say, it's all about influencing and passing that ladder down.
Facts. Makes sense, man. What's the significance of Helly Hansen to you? You've obviously dropped a few parts of the
that part
Helly
5
Hansen
is the best
series.
one though.
I knew you'd like that though. Yeah, I knew you'd like that.
You had a bar that I was trying to keep up the end bit. You had an Henri and a Petite bar.
Yeah, Vieira and Petit.
Vieira Petit,
but there was a France 98, and then I missed out the second last point. And I rewinded it like 5 times to hear the last. Do you know what I mean?
It's like me and D's and you, Vieira and Petit. It's like France 98 because we had Taste in Defeat.
That's what it was, the Taste in Defeat.
Yeah, because they obviously they won it, didn't they? Yeah, man, that's just like me. That's like old school Chiedu, like raw emotion, like just bars, bro. Me just showing people I can rap, because I feel like I can rap, bro. Like, not being big-headed or fuck it anyway, man. Like, yeah, I can rap, man. Yeah. Like, I was gonna do the northern humble approach, just like,
honestly, bro, that freestyle was elite. Like, you could talk your shit. Trust me, that was nice.
Like I said, bro, like for me, I feel like I'm up there, bro. I'll be honest. Like, and I'm just gonna prove it. I'm not gonna say much more. I'm just gonna prove it, man. Like, I want to be in people's conversations. Do you know what I mean? These round table conversations what people are having, like, at the end of the year, like, yeah. But I feel like I need a project for that to happen, and I feel like it's coming.
Yeah.
So this project that you're making right now, is it an EP, is it an album,
it's a mixtape?
Okay,
so it's going to be an extended.
Yeah, extended, man. Just me.
How do you differentiate between that and an album? A mixtape and an album?
I'm scared to call it an album. Basically, I'll be real with you, I'm just scared to call it an album. And I feel like a lot of people are. But I'm scared. Because you know what it is? I want to have that, like, real... I want my album to... I want to, like, be able to hide in the mountains and like bring in session players and all that, then that's when it'll
That's when
be.
you feel like-
Then that's when I feel like it's an album.
Yeah,
Pete relates to that. He wants to be in the mountains somewhere too.
yeah, man.
Caucus Mountains.
Nah, never.
No, fair. I mean, listen, there are a lot of people that are scared to call what are clearly albums because they don't want that pressure.
Yeah.
They want to be able to create freely and not have any kind of expectations placed upon them. So it's understandable. But ultimately, a mixtape is a good way to gauge if you're ready in a lot of ways.
But we speak about that, won't we? We were speaking about that. Like, I feel like that's what I want this mixtape to. If someone says to me, "Oh, what do you want the result to be from this mixtape?" I want people to be like, "Yeah, he's ready for an album now." I want people to think that, not just me.
Yeah.
I want it to be critically acclaimed. I want people to think, "Yeah, he's ready, man, for an album."
100%, man. Is it dropping this year?
Oh,
That pressure.
yeah, that's pressure. Yeah.
Well, how much of it is done?
It's all done, man.
Oh,
Just
fair.
it just needs to be mixed and mastered, man.
Okay.
And how long is that process typically?
What, the mix and master?
Yeah.
Oh, it shouldn't. What it is we used to do it all ourselves.
Okay.
We've learnt now just to send it off to someone
Yeah.
because we've got to attach to it. So yeah, we're just getting the final demos tuned up, and then man, we'll just send it, man.
So if after this mix and masters, what if you hear it and you're like, you know what, I need to change something? Will you then?
You know what? Nah, I'm giving up. I've just
Yeah, you can.
yeah.
Because at that point,
Yeah.
it's not out of his control.
Accept it for what it is. Looking forward to it, though,
Yeah, 100%.
honestly.
What? When did your label Room 73? When did it come into the picture?
So we've just been running with Room 73 since probably about 2016, man.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like me and Dee's kid. Like I'm going to shout out Dee's because he suffers from the Northern Humble thing. Best producer, bro, in the country. I'm saying it. Like, there might be other guys that might be technically better than him, but his ear is just good. He just needs probably the money to probably have getting the session players and all that. Like, we just do everything just in a little box studio in our town centre. Do you know what I mean? He just uses Ableton. That's it. But for what he's got at his disposal, he's the best, man.
Did he produce Helly Hansen 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he used the Wu-Tang sample.
Yeah,
for
he
that
did.
tune.
Yeah, he did.
I
He
caught
did,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Wait till you hear Helly Hansen 6, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that coming out this year?
Man, I don't know.
I probably shouldn't even ask about time frames. And
I
that,
don't
man.
know.
It comes when it comes, innit?
I don't know. But yeah, he's sick, man. I'm lucky to have him, man. I feel like we're like Yorkshire's Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. I'm saying it.
Yeah. That sounds good, man. Do you plan to build out the label a bit more, get more artists involved?
Yeah, eventually, yeah. Like, we'd love to do that, man. Like, that is the aim. Like I said, it's all about passing the ladder down, man.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be Hull artists. Like, we always say, come join. Like, we always what's that, who is it? Suge Knight.
Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Suge Knight.
Come to death, bro.
Yeah, we always play that skit.
If you don't want him in the backup dancers, all in the videos, come to death. He's a king.
All in London.
Yeah.
All faking the funk.
You know
fake
what?
gangsters.
I love
You
the-
fake
Come to Room 73.
tastemakers.
I'm not, you know what? I don't want this podcast to feel like an attack against London either, because I grew up listening to London rappers, like some of my
Come and see disclaimers.
some of my favourite artists, man. Like, I grew up on that road rap stuff, man. Like, I love Blade Brown, love Gigs. Do you know what I mean? Love Cream Cartel, Dubs is one of my favourite ever. See how I mentioned just South guys as well, man.
Hey, man. We out
I ain't
here.
heard Cream Cartel in years. Damn.
That's a name. But no, I get it. It's like you love London, but the London-centric narrative is tiring.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
It's a great summary.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. And to be honest, I would love to see more non-Londoners rise too. It does get a bit stale in London.
I would love to see it as well, to be honest with you.
You need to come up. You ever go up north?
No, but
Where's
wanna
the
do
furthest
more.
you've been up north?
Newcastle, actually.
Oh, that's
for real?
that's
This
really
is-
north.
I used to go to
Yeah.
Sheffield every summer.
Oh, did you?
I used to go Sheffield, not every, damn near, because I got a lot of family members in Sheffield.
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of family members.
Sheffield's sick though.
Yeah, Sheffield I know like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
Sheffield I know whether it's Pittsmore, Broomhall. I know Sheffield.
think Leeds and Halifax like the furthest I've been.
Yeah,
That was,
yeah.
like, recently.
Leeds is very sick as well,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, it was great there.
I went Leeds with
Drinks are
Aussie.
so cheap, bro.
I used to go Leeds with Aussie.
What you say? Drinks are so cheap.
oh,
Yeah,
okay, bro.
yeah. The London price of a drinks is
Oh,
crazy.
it's
It's
ridiculous.
nuts.
Actually, no, I went Hull once. I went Hull for work, actually. Why am I lying? I've been Hull.
Oh,
I
really?
went for,
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ren Kitchens. Then I got,
Oh, yeah,
then
yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
there. That's where I work. So, like, we used to have to go up there a couple of times. Seen it?
Went bowling and stuff, right?
Yeah, I can't lie to you, man. I went into a shop to buy a vape. Them man looked at me like they saw a ghost. Bro. I promise you, them man looked at me like they've just seen. Open the door. I've got a do-rag and a hat on. I walk in, bro. The lady nearly had a heart. But you know what it is? The nicest people in the world.
Oh,
like,
oh my God,
you know when you're just
yeah, man.
walking, and you know how London is. London's not, we
Yeah.
don't say hello to each other in the morning. then
Oh,
everyone's just
yeah,
screaming.
yeah.
So I'm just in the hole walking around, just
Yeah.
willy-nilly. Oh, how's it going? Morning.
Yeah.
To a little bit of adjusting.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
When
nice.
I was in Halifax, I was so shocked.
You should,
was
bro.
like, oh
I
my
had a
God.
pep in my step. I swear to God, when I
Yeah.
walk up, if you lot saw the way I was walking,
Yeah, man.
And the tap water up there is like beautiful as well.
Yeah, man, we-
You're talking too far. You're talking
We
too
know
far.
everyone on the road. Everyone on the road. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, like the way you guys say, like just mannerisms is different compared to London. Are the most arrogant.
Stush, man.
We're the most fuckery people in terms of we just don't smile. When I go Sheffield, and them man are like, our kid. Them man are
Yeah.
good people.
Which must be quite alienating for someone who's not from here as well, who's so used to the warmth and so used to
like when you come London,
the
it must be-
camaraderie.
Yeah.
But look at when people leave the hood, change their minds on things.
Do you have any dream collaborations?
I think me and Skept will come up with something mad, bro. I do, man. I think it'd just be crazy. So hopefully one day, I'm a big Little Sims fan as well. Like, do a lot of rare.
I think
Yeah,
it was
highly.
gold, man. I think it was gold.
Highly. One of the goats.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the goals for real.
Like, where you put in her albums.
Introvert is was it something?
The last
like-
one was
I mean,
really
was it
good,
maybe
man.
introvert? What's
That last one's mad, isn't it?
Yeah,
The last one was dope.
yeah,
The one before that was amazing.
I think-
as well.
I think Grey Area is better than the one that you just said.
I think
Talking
Grey
about
Area,
introvert.
Grey Area is my
Yeah.
favorite.
Grey Area is
Grey Area
fire,
is my
man.
favorite.
Grey Area is
Grey Area is
fire,
my
man.
favorite.
Yeah.
I'll probably say Grey Area, Simbi, No Thank You, in that order.
Yeah.
If she drops another album of that level, she might have the best catalogue ever in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whoa,
It would be difficult to argue.
yeah.
that's good.
I would love James Blake to produce my album, though.
Oh, that's a
Ooh, that's a shout.
Yeah, I'd love
Yeah,
that.
you guys will make good music together.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be something I'd love. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Was it these? Did he produce the Moonlight song as well?
Dancing in the
Dancing in the
Moonlight.
Yeah,
Was it
yeah.
him? He's fine with it, man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
fine
Him
with
and
it.
a guy called Blend Productions, yeah.
Yeah, he's fine with it.
Yeah.
Dancing in the Moonlight, the way he was getting in and out of it was fine to me. So
Wavy as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's your best project, by the way.
Do you like that?
Council State Confidence.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
loved it.
yeah, I would
Yeah,
say
I
so
fucked
as
with it
well.
heavy. I can't lie, I fucked with it heavy.
What did you think of the last tune though? Be honest, bro. Because that, to be fair,
was
that only
random as hell.
Yeah, blame the manager for that though. Because I won't even gonna put that on there. But I'm not mad at it though.
I never had you down as a home invader, though.
Yeah, I'm not really. I'm not. That was just me telling a story though.
That's how I took it too.
Yeah,
man.
of
Yeah,
course,
mate,
of course,
do you know how many
of course.
people
Yeah,
badded
yeah.
me up about that
No,
though?
I didn't. No.
Yeah, there was like, bro, why are you speaking like that? You've never rubbed anyone's house. I was like, no, I'm just telling a story.
You see what the machine does to you? You see what the machine does to
I
you?
said the machine, but yeah,
No, to be fair, like, I still thought it was good. Like, the storytelling was great.
Yeah.
It was on point. Generally, yeah, man. It's definitely your best project by far. And just looking forward to the next one, man, for sure.
same, man.
No, thank you.
You say you're performing at headlining a festival, right?
Humber Street Sesh, man.
Humber Street says.
That's
Oh,
it.
that's like a yearly thing.
That's like the whole thing, yeah. But I'm maybe I shouldn't announce the other bit, should I? It's not out yet, is it? No, I won't announce that.
no, we got told no, don't.
When we switch off though, I'll let you know about that though. Yeah.
Is that this year?
Yeah. What I can't announce is this year. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, obviously, you're still deciding if you're going to drop the album this year, but outside of that, is there
Yeah.
any
Singles coming. Yeah.
singles coming?
Yeah.
There we go.
Singles are coming, man. Like it's coming, man.
Yeah.
Like trust. It's hopefully I'll be in a better position this time next year, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And what would you say, like, you've learned about yourself going on this music journey?
I'm just one resilient motherfucker, I think, and determined, man. Because like I feel like, because I used to be a teacher, innit?
Okay.
I was a teacher for 8 years. I worked like in a PRU for 4 years of that pupil referral unit, and then I worked in a mainstream school for 4 years. And I feel like I was doing music as well as doing the teaching. And I know a lot of people would have give up. Like a lot of the people, whilst I'm resilient and I'm determined, I thank God every day for having them two skills or them two characteristics. It's like a lot of people who I started rapping with, they're not rapping no more.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Like, life's passed them by. Obviously, they've got kids. They've just moved on to different things in it. And like, I've carried on. And I feel like a lot of people respect me for that because a lot of people would have given up. But I feel like my journey might take longer than everyone else's, but I feel like I'll get to where I want in the end.
And I think so too, bro.
Yeah, I would say so as well, man.
Like you've got a very strong head on your shoulders as well. You know what you want.
Yeah.
The music speaks for itself. Yeah, man. I think you're well on your way, Mo.
I'm looking
Thank
for
you.
the album when it comes, when
Album
it's ready.
mixtape, whatever we
what I
want to
mean?
call it.
When it drops.
Nah, man. I'll have to come and do another one of these when
Yeah,
the
for sure,
when the
man.
mixtape
Nah,
drops.
for
Definitely,
real.
man.
Absolutely.
I'd love
man.
to come up to Hull and watch you perform, man.
No, definitely,
That'd be
man.
dope.
Definitely.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That'd be dope.
I don't really do whole shows anymore, though.
Oh, nah?
Oh, I swear.
I'm big town now, innit? No, I don't. Like, this Humber Street Sesh performance is the first time I performed in Hull for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
You still live in Hull?
I still live in Hull, yeah.
Okay.
So, I was living in London before lockdown, but lockdown fucked it for me. I was living in Walthamstow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So,
Well, no place like home.
no, definitely not. And like I said, the internet, I feel like, but I will always come to London, man. Even though I hate it now, I'm kidding. I love it. But I'll always come, man. I'll come just to do things, man. And I feel like that's what separates me a lot from Northern artists as well, or Yorkshire artists, is they're not travelling to do a podcast like this, where I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've watched episodes of you lot. I know you lot taught your stuff. Do you know what I mean? I respect what you guys are doing, and I feel like it was worth the travel.
Yeah.
But I feel like you need to do that, man. The industry's here. There's no point denying it.
Yeah.
So invest in yourself and come here and connect the dots.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Well, I think I speak for all of us when I say we really appreciate you doing that, man.
genuinely.
Like, you didn't have to do that,
For real,
and you did it, and we very much appreciate it, man. And it's
Thank
been-
you for having me.
It's been an amazing
It's
time,
been a
man.
dope
Just
conversation.
Been a dope
100%,
conversation,
man.
honestly,
100%, man.
If you do have a show in the whole, not this one coming up, next time I'm there.
Yeah,
I
man.
genuinely would love to see it.
No,
Yeah,
thank
same.
you.
I want to see how the people react.
That's
to
what I
it.
would love to see.
Yeah,
Like just in a different
In your
city,
backyard as
different-
well.
Yeah,
Do-
Do you,
different-
do you like live shows though?
Yeah, I love me. I go to concerts regularly. I love going to concerts.
Oh,
That's
you
my
like
thing.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I'm them guys that just like going to concerts.
Do you like it as well?
Yeah.
I just seen Cleo Soul a few weeks ago.
It looked mad.
Oh, bro, it was amazing, man.
It looked
was amazing.
mad.
Perfect timing. Yeah, me perfect timing for
I
you.
don't know why he
It
felt like
was
he had to
amazing,
mention
man.
that, but
Oh, why couldn't you get tickets or something?
oh no! So basically, obviously, you listened to the podcast.
Yeah.
He's the biggest
Yeah, I
Cleo
love
Soul
him,
fan.
man. I love
Shouts her
Cleo
out
Soul,
every
yeah.
episode.
All the time, man.
Then finally got to see it. It's like the end of his arc. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And was it worth the wait?
Yeah, absolutely. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
You gonna shout her out
amazing.
today?
Amazing. Always, man. I don't need to say it though. It's just goes without saying.
Do you think
man.
she's the best?
best performer that I've seen?
No, best like is in that realm. Because I feel like the ladies are killing it in the
Yeah,
R&B
man.
scene though.
Yeah,
like,
I think I would probably say she
Yeah.
is.
For real?
Yeah. I would
What, in the
probably-
UK or generally?
In the UK.
UK?
I would probably say so, man.
Yeah, like she's just like not like anybody else.
She's like
Salute to Cleo
Erica
Soul, man.
Badu type vibes where she just comes and goes as she wants.
I don't
She
think
doesn't-
Erica Badu.
Yeah.
She doesn't parlay too much with the interviews and that. She just makes her music and disappears into like
Erica Badu
the
might
clouds.
not. Erica Badu might not be a human being. And
I told you, bro, when I saw her, she wasn't even walking on her legs, bro. She floated.
She floats. She
floated, bro.
She's a Erica Badu's
Well,
an
you're on this train as
Erica
well.
Bro,
Badu.
she floated.
Erica
What do you-
Badu.
I know what I saw.
She is an entity. She's not a human
don't
being.
think I'm mad?
Erica Badu is an entity, and I don't think she's a being.
oh really?
Yeah, I just
angelic,
think
bro.
like she's
She's
just
angelic, man.
there's something
Yeah.
about her.
Have you seen her as well?
Nah. But like
I've
you know when
seen-
you just
I've
look
seen
at her and
that.
you look at like you're not real.
Yeah.
Like I don't like she is what she does to men after
Bro.
she dates them.
Yeah.
She is not a human being. Andre 3000 is at Subway's playing the guitar.
Don't do that.
yeah.
It's a flute.
because of what she does.
It's a flute. Relax.
Don't do that to 3 stacks.
His brother is playing a flute on
Yo, you see what
7th
she
Avenue.
did? You see what she did to Common, bro? She made him dress
See?
mad, bro.
She's got Common looking wild. She got someone playing the flute on 7th Avenue in New York. Nah, Erica
What she
Badu's
do
not
to
human.
J-Elec?
What'd you say?
What she do to J-Elec?
We took 15 years for Jay Electronica to drop one album. and
That's what she did.
then for
what she
Jay-Z to outbar him. That's her fault.
Don't do that.
For Jay-Z to outbar him. That's her
Don't do
fault.
that.
She is...
Yeah, man. Big up
I'm
Erica.
going to call her a witch, but I'm not going to do that.
Nah, big up Erica, man.
Well, all right then.
All right.
Any other
Lads.
shout outs, boys? Before we take the people
man.
out.
Nah, man.
Nah,
I ain't got no chance. Salute to Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, Timber. That's it.
Why did you not sign Habits?
Yeah, weird signing.
What'd you say? Why
did you not
Weird
sign him?
Because
signing.
we're getting rid of Jackie, so he's going to play left centre mid. Don't ask me, is it gonna? You asked me why did we do it? I didn't tell you if it's gonna work. I just told you why we signed him. We got rid of Xhaka. He's gonna play left centre mid, Declan Rice and Odegaard. If not, it could be Declan Rice box to box, Partey and Odegaard.
I suppose you have the depth, but that makes no sense.
I don't know how it's gonna pan out, but that's why we got him. It's literally because Xhaka's gone and we got Kai for that. And I think it is gonna work out. I think you can't judge Kai at Chelsea. But salute to those three and my manager Mikel Arteta. I've got faith in you forever.
Big up Eddie Howe.
There we go.
Big up Jurgen Klopp, why not? Got to.
Why not, man?
Salute to
Big
Roberto.
up Klopp, man.
Salute to Solano as well. Roberto Solano.
Nobby Solano.
legend.
Roberto Solano.
Peruvian
And
G,
Thriller.
man.
David
yeah,
Ginola.
yeah,
David
come on.
Ginola.
You see, we've had some of the best cult
No,
heroes,
to be
haven't
fair,
we?
you have.
Kieran
Yeah.
Dyer.
Yeah,
Kieran-
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Kieran
Lee
Dyer.
Bowyer.
Lee Bowyer.
Celeste Babayaro.
Oh, wow.
Shola
Shola
Amiobi.
Amiobi.
Titus Bramble.
Yeah,
Hey.
I don't
Demba
know.
Ba and Papa Cisse.
What a partnership.
Hey.
Streets will never forget.
Never,
Yeah.
ever.
Rest in
Keith
peace.
Gillespie.
Yeah,
Rest in
Keith
peace, my
Gillespie,
man.
man.
What's his name?
Check Tiote.
Check Tiote. Rest in peace, Check Tiote.
He pumped you, man, didn't he?
Yeah, 4-4.
Yeah.
Les Ferdinand.
Les,
Oi.
big Sir Les, man.
Great.
Anyone say Alan Shearer?
Fastino
How
Aspria.
can we not
No one said Alan
the
Shearer.
Can't really
God,
forget
man?
Shearer, though.
Kevin Keegan.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What happened to Keegan though? I feel like he just disappeared.
I don't
He's
think
not managing.
I don't think he's alive anymore.
He went
No,
back.
he's
Still alive.
alive.
Don't do
man.
that.
alive.
What are you killing him off for, man?
He went back to Newcastle, I remember. I know
Yeah, he did. He fell out with Mike Ashley, though.
because he didn't have control over
Yeah.
transfers. And
But yeah,
that
salute
was
to
it.
all of them, man. Newcastle is genuinely, I think, every other team's not favourite team, but favourite team.
I got a soft spot for Newcastle.
Like, out of, if I was going to treat this is actually a genuine true story before we finish, when I was a kid and I had to pick teams that I was going to support, I ended up getting an Arsenal shirt, but my uncle's a Newcastle fan, and I was so close to picking Newcastle, wallahi. And then I ended up just getting a Sega shirt with open
Newcastle have always been a very good team, which is why it was so random that
Got
they got
relegated
relegated.
twice,
I'm so,
though.
I'm so happy. I'm
Twice,
so happy
bro.
they're back. I've genuinely got a
Random.
genuine soft spot for Newcastle. I fuck with Newcastle as a football team.
Yeah, Newcastle
I like
are cool.
them,
They're not better than Liverpool, but they're cool, man.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they ain't won a trophy in like.
We haven't, man.
Don't mind.
We
Don't worry,
haven't.
150
we've only
years,
got
like-
one less Premier League title than these. Like, if we win in the next 2 years, we've equalled their Premier League title.
That's not true.
Like, what are we doing here?
That's not true.
We're just counting Premier Leagues, yeah.
Yes. I was born
He
in
end the
90
thing, bro.
Anyway,
I was born in 1992. I don't care what happened before that. But sorry.
Chiedu, how can the people reach you, man?
So follow me on Instagram, Oraka LD, which is ORAKALD. Same on Twitter. TikTok, I suppose, man.
You on TikTok?
Yeah, I'm on
Welcome
Tickers.
to the family, bro.
I'm on Tickers, bro. That's just
I'm on tickets.
Tickers.
it's just Chiedu Oraka on TikTok. Yeah,
Your
man.
TikTok popping, yeah?
It's all right.
Good.
It's not bad, man. I'm not doing any funky dances or all.
Nah, TikTok's got.
TikTok is a lot, man.
It's a lot, man. There's some
Just
idiots on
post and
TikTok.
go in it.
There's just some
Yeah.
idiots on TikTok.
People doing these like going into one scene, going into another. Like that's
Nah, there's
a lot of work.
There's some
bro.
fantastic fools on TikTok, man. Just in
Yeah.
the comment section, some fantastic fools, man. I swear to God.
Oh,
Yeah, we
they're,
get it,
they're,
yeah, we
they're,
get it.
they're crazy in the comments, aren't they?
Cuz,
Yeah,
you should
they're
see-
all J. Cole stands. So anytime you say anything bad about him,
And Tupac.
I got jumped
you get
in
threats.
the comments because
you get
of these
threatened.
guys.
Oh, really?
I've seen J. Cole live 5 or 6 times. I'm a J. Cole fan. They jumped me because of what these two said about J. Cole.
That's true.
And they started commenting, none of you, man, know J. Cole. Fuck you, man.
I think the common
I've seen
thing-
the brother 6 times.
The common thing that we've had is they just let anybody do a podcast now, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they let that one rock. Oh, they just let
Yeah,
anyone.
yeah.
You know what I like about this podcast, though? You lot are honest, though.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of UK podcasters are a bit scared to.
Yeah.
But they got relations, innit?
Yeah,
They wanna try to
yeah,
keep-
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't want to fuck up the bag.
I mean, Yemi's got relationships, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
still keeps
Bro,
it.
Yemi lets it fly, bro.
Yeah,
Yemi
do you know
lets
what I
it
mean?
fly, bro.
Me and Mo, we don't give a fuck. We ain't in the street. We
I
don't know
couldn't-
no one.
Couldn't care less. If your music's whack, your music's whack. Bro. What the hell are you going to
don't
do
hate
to
me
me
for it.
You gonna, respectfully, you're going to beat up over our music opinion. You idiot. I'm going to call the police. I don't care.
Are you suing?
Me, I dare a rapper to hit me in 2023. You know what I said? I dare one, bro. Wallahi. 'Cause if I don't call, I'm an innocent civilian. I left road life behind 2009. I will call 998, man. You might don't know me.
That's the first time you publicly acknowledged your road life, by the way.
Yeah, you call me slipping, man.
And on that note, we're going to wrap up there. So thank you to everybody for listening and watching. Big up Drakes as well, as always. Big up Chiedu one more time for coming true. If you want to get in touch with us, we are at Rhymes Dimes Pod on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. We're on TikTok too. If you want to get in touch for episode topic suggestions, we are on rhymeslikedimespodcast@gmail.com. And yeah, you'll see us very, very soon. So till then, take care, stay safe, stay blessed.
Stay black.
And peace.
There we go. Salutations.
Where before Reese had his Corsa. I was out here when it wasn't cool to rep Yorkshire. Everybody laughed and I can't lie, it was torture. Now they see me flying, they wanna jump on my saucer. You can hear the 21st in my